Hi everyone, so final video review for today is for Changing Perspectives by Jen Silver. For any of you that didn't see the introduction video last week, this is what the book looks like, and if you'd like to check out my Goodreads review, there is a link below on Facebook, below all the other videos, or if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and this is the video review. So, Changing Perspectives. Oh my god, I loved it so much. First moment I was introduced to Danny, who is the main character, well, one of the main characters, but it's mostly Danny. I knew I loved her. She was brilliant. She is the ultimate disaster. She is completely hopeless, utterly helpless, and yeah, disaster. She is into so much stuff that is completely dodgy, and it gets her one hell of a reputation, and I loved her. She's absolutely brilliant. Oh, total mess, but she is damn cool. And she really made this story. It's the Danny show. I love it. You know, her alone, she drew me in from the very first moment. I knew I was going to love this book. And I just, yeah, hooked. Absolutely hooked. Loved it. So I hadn't known what to expect from the book, other than the fact that when I picked it up at Elcon, I loved the cover, like gorgeous cover, and that woman on the front of the cover, yeah, that is Danny. Wow, like that is her. Like, I mean, just like, look at her, she's amazing. So I'm so glad I grabbed a copy, because if I hadn't grabbed a copy, I would totally be missing out, which is basically me telling you, go grab a copy before you miss out, because this is perfect. So Danny's like, she's quite butch, but she's got a soft side, and she meets Camilla through work, and sparks fly. That's just, they're just together, then a disaster. Like, they need a lot of help. Danny, being the mess she is, she's very unsure, and Camilla's unsure because she's not technically out, so nobody really knows about her. Well, nobody in her immediate circle really knows about her preferences for women, whereas Danny, it's like heart on sleeve type of thing. Everybody knows everything. She's but she's a dark horse, you know. She's got secrets that Camilla didn't know, and her boss, and well, not boss, partner, work partner, and, you know, long-term friend didn't know. She's full of surprises, Danny, like literally throughout the whole book. There's a surprise around every corner for you. But they work together, and they work together at trying to have this relationship, because they both just know that they're made for each other, and they you know, Danny's got very unique habits, a very unique lifestyle, and it's something Camilla's not used to, but she's willing to learn about, to be with Danny. There's that connection, and it just sizzles. There's nothing they can do about it. They're attracted to each other. They know it's the right thing to do. They know it's what they want, so they work at it, which is great. And so, you know, Danny, she gives Camilla this lease of life she didn't know she needed, and Camilla grounds Danny, basically. I mean, she doesn't change her, she just grounds her a bit. And it's interesting how two very different personalities can have that effect on one another to build, you know, such an intimate and romantic but disastrous story. You know, and Danny desperately did need that grounding. She really did. She needed something to pull her back from going too far down a path that she may not have got back from. You know, she probably would have, but she would have continued that way for a long time, and it was highly toxic. So, I mean, together they're just fantastic for me. Danny, like I say, she's amazing, but with Camilla, she's even more amazing, if that's even possible. So it was quite a fast-paced story, and it was really focusing on the two of them. It was lightly erotic, and it had a bit of S&M in it, which was great, because it really, you know, expanding on subjects and giving the reader more. But the gritty relationship of two troubled women who really needed love. Troubled both in their own ways, you know, because Camilla needed to come out of her shell, and Danny just disaster, you know, tick that box, tick it with a big red pen, disaster. but she's the perfect disaster, and that's why it was okay. You know, I loved her. I completely loved Dani. I could rave about Dani all day. She was amazing. She was definitely one of those characters that you put, you know, you have your favourite characters list and you put people in it, you say, yeah, that was definitely a favourite character of mine. I love her. You know, would invite her to dinner type of character. Yeah, Dani. Perfect. And, you know, you will love her too. I guarantee it. She's just great. Of course, you know, like all the other books I read, has to have drama, loads of drama in this, loads of conflict as well, you know, both internally for both characters and between characters, and there's just some friends in there that, oh, Dani's friends, you know, Dani's friends were sort of non-existent, but the few she had were important, and they helped, you know, to build the story. But Camilla's friends, which were technically friends of her ex who passed away, yeah, one of them is just like, yeah, you'll hate her. You'll know who she is as well when you read the book. You'll just absolutely hate her. She's an awful person. But that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting. That's what draws you in as a reader. And this book, just couldn't put it down. Thoroughly enjoyed reading every moment of it, and literally found myself at one point having to put the book down because I was going to read it too fast. And that's always a good sign with a book. If you're struggling to put it down, it's always a sign that it's a fantastic book. And like I say, I hadn't really known what to expect from the book. When I picked it up, I'd just gone by the cover. I liked the look on the cover, and I'm pleasantly surprised by what I found inside. It was not what I expected at all. And yeah, it just shows. Don't judge a book by its cover, because even though the cover is awesome, and the cover is awesome, and it does slightly reflect what's inside the book, there's so much more in those pages in there. Just, oh, amazing. So I thoroughly enjoyed reading it. I highly recommend it. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy, because you know you want to, because you want to meet Dani. You want to fall in love with Dani. She's brilliant, and you will, I guarantee it. If you've read Changing Perspectives by Jen Silver, please let me know what you thought of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to know what you thought of Dani, especially Dani, because she is like an ultimate favourite for me. I do love her to bits. And if you haven't read it, or if you're going to read it again, I would love to know if you're interested, or if it's on your to be read list and you just haven't got around to it yet. Let me know what you think. And if you do read it, I really hope you love it as much as I did, because it was brilliant. Bye!